In the ever-expanding mythology of the DC universe, few names evoke the rich tapestry of Kryptonian lore quite like Flamebird. A title that has passed through multiple hands and identities, Flamebird is more than just a superhero moniker. It's a symbol drawn from ancient Kryptonian myth, often paired with its legendary counterpart, Nightwing. While Nightwing became iconic in the form of Dick Grayson, Flamebird's legacy has shifted and evolved, carried by multiple characters and redefining its role across decades of comic storytelling. The origin of Flamebird lies not on Earth, but in the imagination of Superman himself. In the Silver Age of comics, Superman and his pal Jimmy Olsen adopted the alter egos of Nightwing and Flamebird while adventuring in the bottled Kryptonian city of Kandor. First appearing in Superman number 158, 1963, this dynamic duo was inspired by the idea of a Kryptonian equivalent to Batman and Robin. Superman, stripped of his powers in Kandor, became Nightwing, while Jimmy, his loyal sidekick, donned the Flamebird identity. It was a playful but fascinating exploration of Kryptonian culture, suggesting that even on his homeworld, Superman would gravitate toward heroism. This incarnation of Flamebird was short-lived, largely tied to the gimmicky charm of the era. But the symbolism of the name lingered. The Flamebird and Nightwing myth came from Kryptonian legends, Flaming Bird and Shadow Bird representing duality, balance, and rebirth. Over time, DC writers began to explore the deeper meaning of these mythological roles, turning them into actual superhero identities that extended beyond Superman's play acting. In the 1980s, Flamebird reemerged through Thara Ak-Var, a Kryptonian security officer introduced during the New Krypton storyline. Thara was a devout believer in the Flamebird entity, claiming to be its mortal vessel. Paired with Chris Kent, Superman's adopted son and the new Nightwing, Thara became a fiery symbol of resistance during the political upheaval among the surviving Kryptonians. Her version of Flamebird wasn't just a codename. It was a mantle imbued with celestial power. This arc added a layer of mysticism and cosmic significance to the identity, elevating Flamebird from sidekick to divine protector. Thara Ak-Var's journey as Flamebird was intense and often tragic. Driven by a belief that she was channeling the spirit of a Kryptonian god, she struggled with identity, duty, and the weight of expectation. Her powers included heat vision, flight, super strength, and flame-based abilities that exceeded even those of standard Kryptonians. Alongside Chris Kent's Nightwing, she sought to hunt down sleeper agents of General Zod hiding on Earth, making her story deeply intertwined with Superman's greater mythos. But even before Thara, the Flamebird identity had found other hosts. One notable bearer was Bet Kane, originally introduced as Betty Kane, the first Batgirl in the 1960s. After Batgirl was written out of continuity following Crisis on Infinite Earths, Bet reemerged in the modern era as Flamebird, a name she adopted during her time with the Teen Titans and Titans West. Unlike the Kryptonian version, Bet's Flamebird was a ground-level hero. Athletic, spirited, and seeking to prove herself in a world of more powerful icons. Her motivations were rooted in legacy and personal growth, making her one of the few non-Kryptonian users of the Flamebird name. Bet's tenure as Flamebird became more defined during the 52 and Batwoman runs, where she was portrayed as a cousin of Kate Kane, Batwoman, and a young hero yearning for purpose. Her version of Flamebird leaned more toward the vigilante tradition, using martial arts and detective skills rather than flame powers or alien mythology. It was a grounded take on a name otherwise steeped in extraterrestrial legend. The beauty of Flamebird lies in its flexibility. Whether as a Kryptonian god, a cosmic avatar, or a human hero with a chip on her shoulder, the character has worn many faces and told many stories. It's a legacy that has evolved alongside the DC universe itself, from the camp of the Silver Age to the mythic grandeur of New Krypton to the street-level grit of modern Gotham. Flamebird represents rebirth, legacy, and the enduring spark of heroism that burns across worlds and identities. Whether soaring through alien skies or patrolling dark alleyways, every bearer of the Flamebird name carries that fire forward, forever flickering, never fading.